Merry meet, friends, and welcome to another edition of Tarot 101 by Moon. This time we will be looking at the Suit of Swords, as read by Opal Luna. The Suit of Swords tarot cards deals with the mental level of consciousness that is centered around the mind and the intellect. Swords mirror the quality of mind present in your thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs. Swords are often double-edged, and in this way, the Suit of Swords symbolizes the delicate balance between intellect and power, and how these two elements can be used for good or evil. As such, the swords must be balanced by spirit, wands, and feelings, cups, to have the most positive effect. The Suit of Swords is associated with the element of air. Air is intangible and unseen, but also in constant movement. Air can be still and mostly unnoticed, or become a breeze or a fierce wind. It is powerful yet refreshing and cleansing. Symbolically, the air element relates to knowledge, action, power, and change. It is a masculine energy that can lead by force and power, even though it remains unseen. The Suit of Sword tarot cards meanings are associated with action, change, force, power, oppression, ambition, courage, and conflict. Action can be constructive and or destructive. The negative aspects of the Suit of Swords includes anger, guilt, harsh judgment, a lack of compassion, and verbal and mental abuse. Swords tarot cards often represent the astrological signs of air: Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. When you see a Swords court card in a tarot reading, it usually relates to a person with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini star sign. Generally, sword people are intelligent, thoughtful, rational, logical, and excellent communicators. They are sensible beings and like to experience the world by understanding and analyzing what is occurring around them. On the flip side, sword people can be ruthless, domineering, confrontational, and rigid. Ace of Swords. Upright keywords: breakthroughs, new ideas, mental clarity, success. Reversed keywords: inner clarity, rethinking an idea, clouded judgment. The Ace of Swords shows a gleaming hand appearing from a white cloud, a representation of the divine. It holds an upright sword symbolic of the mind and the intellect, and at the tip of the sword sits a crown draped with a wreath, a sign of success and victory. While this ace is a sign of triumph, the jagged mountains in the background suggest that the road ahead will be challenging. You will need mental resilience to navigate this path. The Two of Swords. Upright keynotes, difficult decisions, weighing up options, an impasse, avoidance. Reversed keynotes: indecision, confusion, information overload, stalemate. The Two of Swords shows a blindfolded woman dressed in a white robe holding two crossed swords. The blindfold over her eyes suggests that the woman is confused about her plight and cannot see the problem or the solution clearly. She may also be missing relevant information that would make her decision much more straightforward if she had it. The swords she holds are perfectly balanced, suggesting she is weighing her options and considering both sides of the situation to find the best resolution. Behind the woman is a body of water dotted with rocky islands. The water represents the emotions, and while the suit of swords traditionally associates with the mind and intellect, its presence shows that the woman must use both her head and her heart to weigh her options. The islands represent obstacles in her path and suggest that her decision is not as clear-cut as it seems. She will have to consider the situation. The crescent moon to her right is a sign that this woman needs to trust her intuition as she makes her choice. Three of Swords. Upright keywords: heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, hurt. Reversed keynotes: negative self-talk, releasing pain, optimism, and forgiveness. The Three of Swords shows a heart pierced by three swords, representing the pain inflicted by words, actions, and intent on the emotional and physical self. The dark clouds gathering in the background mirror this pain, but offer the hope that just as the storm clouds will disappear, so too will the pain and hurt you are experiencing. Four of Swords. Upright keywords: rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation. Reversed keywords: exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation. The Four of Swords shows a knight lying horizontally on a tomb. He remains in his full armor and his hands are in the position of prayer as a sign of rest. One sword lies beneath the knight, symbolizing a single point of focus, and three swords hang above him, pointing downward towards his head and torso. The stained glass window above him depicts a woman and a child. Five of Swords. Upright keywords: conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs. Reversed keywords: reconciliation, making amends, past resentment. In the Five of Swords, a sly-looking man picks up three swords from the ground. He glances over his shoulder at two men walking away, their shoulders slouched, conveying a sense of sadness and loss. Two more swords are strewn across the grass, suggesting a battle has been fought and lost. The sky is cloudy and tumultuous, a sign that not all is well, even though the fighting has stopped. Six of Swords. Upright keywords: transition, change, rite of passage, releasing baggage. Reversed keywords: personal transition, resistance to change, unfinished business. The Six of Swords shows a woman and a young child being rowed across a body of water towards a nearby land. Her head is covered, suggesting sadness or loss, as she moves away from something in her past. Her child nestles closely to her body, seeking safety and comfort as they make this journey together. In the boat, 6 swords stand, suggesting that the woman and child carry memories or baggage from their past into their future. While the water on the right of the boat is turbulent, the sea ahead is tranquil. This imagery suggests that they are leaving behind a tumultuous situation, bound for a more peaceful and supportive environment. Seven of Swords. Upright keywords: betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically. Reversed keywords: imposter syndrome, self-deceit, keeping secrets. The Seven of Swords shows a man sneaking away from a military camp with 5 swords in his arms. He looks over his shoulder at the 2 upright swords he has left behind. The smile on his face suggests that he is proud of himself for having slipped away without being noticed. Eight of Swords. Upright keywords: negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality. Reversed keywords: self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, open to new perspectives. The 8 of Swords shows a woman bound and blindfolded. 8 swords surround her, seemingly trapping her in a place, a symbol of the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and mindset that prevent her from moving forward in her life. However, look more closely. If the woman removed her blindfold, she would quickly realize she could escape her predicament by letting go of her limited beliefs and establishing a new, more empowered mindset. The water pooled at her feet suggests that her intuition might see what her eyes cannot. Nine of Swords. Upright keywords: anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares. Reversed keywords: inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry. The 9 of Swords shows a woman sitting up in her bed with her head in her hands. She appears to have been jolted awake from a terrible nightmare that has left her disturbed, scared, and anxious. 9 swords hang on the dark wall behind her, representing the negative thoughts that weigh heavily on her mind. The base of the woman's bed features a carving of one person defeating another, and roses and the outlines of astrological symbols adorn the quilt wrapped around her. Ten of Swords. Upright keywords: painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis. Reversed keywords: recovery, regeneration, resisting an inevitable end. The 10 of Swords shows a man lying face down, apparently dead, with 10 swords in his back. A red cape drapes over the lower half of his body as a sign of dignity as he leaves this world. While the dark sky is ominous, the sun is rising on the horizon, bringing renewed hope and opportunity. The calm sea in the background also brings solace, suggesting that even in times of darkness, there is a sense of peace, and calm to be found. Page of Swords. Upright keywords. New ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating. Reversed keywords. Self-expression, all talk and no action. Haphazard action, haste. The Page of Swords depicts a young man standing, his sword pointing upward to the sky. His body and the sword lean in one direction, but he looks the other way as if to see what else is happening around him. A breeze blows through the young man's hair, and the clouds behind him appear to dash through the sky, bringing dynamic energy to the card. The ground on which the page stands is green and fertile, suggesting that the page's ideas are likely to bring positive change and forward movement. The Knight of Swords. Upright keywords: ambitious, action-oriented, driven to success, fast thinking. Reversed keywords: restless, unfocused, impulsive, burnout. The Knight of Swords shows a knight dressed in armor, charging ahead with great energy on his powerful white horse. The knight's sword is held high, a symbol of his dedication to his purpose and mission. The white horse symbolizes the purity of the intellectual energy that motivates the knight. In the background, storm clouds are beginning to form, and the trees bend in the strong winds. The wind doesn't stop the knight, however. He heads directly into it, eager to complete his mission. The Queen of Swords. Upright keywords: independent, unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, direct communication. Reversed keywords: overly emotional, easily influenced, bitchy, cold-hearted. The Queen of Swords sits on a throne, stone throne, decorated with a cherub representing the Queen's softer side and butterflies representing transformation. She faces the future, her left hand raised as if to receive, and in her right hand she holds a sword up high and straight, representing her desire to find the truth in all matters. As with the earlier Swords court cards, clouds accumulate in the sky and a strong wind passes through the trees, symbolizing the ongoing nature of change. King of Swords. Upright keywords: mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth. Reversed keywords: quiet power, inner truth, misuse of power, manipulation. The King of Swords sits upon his throne facing forward as if ready to confront whatever life throws at him. He holds a sword in his right hand, the hand of the conscious, rational mind, and points it upright and to the left, the side of the subconscious, intuitive mind. This symbolizes the king's decisiveness and flexibility in all matters. While he makes decisions primarily based on his intellect, he stays open to his intuition. The king wears a blue tunic, symbolic of a desire for spiritual knowledge, and a purple cape, symbolic of his compassion and intellect. The back of his throne is decorated with butterflies, transformation, crescent moons, and an angel just near his left ear, positioned as if to give him subtle guidance. The trees behind him stand still, and the clouds have settled. The wind from the previous Swords Court cards has died down, giving the impression of stability and clarity rather than the confusion of sweeping change. Thank you for listening to Tarot 101 by Moon, The Suit of Swords, as read by Opal Luna. Please like and subscribe, and watch for more Tarot Talk videos on this channel. Blessed be.